Okay, it says we're live now. And this is our chat in case somebody comes in and types in the
Really?
chat. Yeah. Okay, what am I supposed to say?
Sam Do.
I'm due.
And I'm Da. And this is the Do and Da show.
You just copied Key and Peele intro.
Well, they can rest assured that their intro was pretty good if we copied it. Okay. Okay. First thing I want to say is for all you people out there that are watching right now, tape our podcast. This is the introductory podcast, by the way. This is not a full
It's a test.
test podcast because this someday will be worth a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Mickey Mantle rookie card. How much are they worth?
At least a billion.
About a billion.
About a billion.
I think you're exaggerating a little bit, but ours might be worth even more than that.
Exactly. And someday this background will be real. Look like neon
Yeah, I
lights.
feel like Paul O'Neill
Well,
over
that'll be awesome.
here.
But we'll be live streaming from Vegas. You know what I'm saying? With the lights in the background.
But before we get started here today, we're just here to introduce us to you. And I, on my left here, this is this is my daughter, and this is the world's greatest daughter. And you're probably thinking, yeah, everybody says that. So you people out there probably have a kid and think your kid's the greatest too. The only difference between me and you is I'm right and you are wrong.
Okay, on my right,
Good.
yeah, this is my dad, and he's the greatest dad in the world. In the world.
The world's greatest dad
Except
right
for when he's not.
here.
Okay.
I want to call out Michael K.
He's not watching.
He's not watching? How do you know? He probably is watching.
Cause
I
it says 0 viewers right there.
Okay. I watch him. Okay. He'll
Okay.
probably eventually see the copy of this tape.
Okay.
Last night, we are Yankee fans, by the way.
PT Dubs.
Daniel Vogelback,
No,
for the
hey,
Mets.
his name is Vogelberger.
By the way, just for one rule in this podcast, I don't want anybody calling up and say you mispronounced Daniel Vogelback's name. It's Daniel Vogelback. You said Daniel Vogelberger. I don't want any of that. There's there's two pronunciations that are correct in this podcast. Mine and hers. If they're the same, there's only one. If I have one, she has one, then there's
Yeah,
two.
but people call him Burger. I think that would be a good nickname. You know, we listen. We got nicknames for pretty much everybody,
Pretty
right?
much everybody.
That burger should be Vongelberger instead of back because he's fat.
Hmm. Anyways, we have a situation. The Mets had first and third, and Daniel is up to bat, and he hits a ground ball. Well, there's one out, so he hits a ground ball to shortstop, kind of slow ground ball. I mean, the Yankees shortstop flips it to second, and
Oh.
then he throws it to first for a double play. So after that, that ended the inning, and Michael K from Yes Network proceeded to say the reason why he got down the line so slowly is because he had a pulled hamstring muscle that's bothering him. Okay? What do you think, Michael? He weighs 400 pounds. Do you think there might be another reason, Michael, why he got down there slowly? But at least you were politically correct, and you won't be canceled.
We're gonna be canceled probably.
We don't. You can't.
Okay, hold on. How do you spell this guy's name? How do you spell this guy's name?
What do you think I'm gonna? What am I look like a spelling book?
Okay, I found. For reference, for reference. Let me pull up this. This is who we're talking about. Okay, this is who we're talking about. Daniel Vonkelberger.
How many teams did he play with?
I don't know. Apparently a lot. This looks like it was AAA, doesn't it?
No, I think that was Seattle.
Oh no, that's.
I think he ate the city, and he moved and he moved on.
Look at him.
Okay. Now, to say he looks like a slow pitch ball player is an insult to slow pitch ball players. Okay. This guy is just a mountain. I mean, to be honest with you, he's a pretty good hitter.
Yeah.
But there is no way a pulled hamstring is the reason why it was prevented from getting a double play yesterday.
Exactly. Now, what was that play that it was like who did that? It uh was it Torres who had the brain freeze
Yes,
or whatever?
Torres yesterday.
Yeah, Michael K pulled up and he was like, "We all right, we had one run, one brain freeze." And whatever.
Torres, by the way, noted for that type of play. He just doesn't use his head at all. Just when you think he can't make another mistake, he finds a way to make one. we are we are sports fans. We are both Ravens fans. We are both Yankee fans. We are both Bruins fans.
This is our podcast. I pulled up our podcast on my phone because I want to see if the audio's right. So
And
go
the
ahead.
only difference we have in our sports teams, our pro sports teams, is Boston Celtics for me and Cleveland Cavaliers for her. Other than that, we're pretty much the same. We are both Christians. Um,
It works.
by the way,
Sorry.
by the way, for you people that are just becoming new Christians,
Oh God,
I
please don't. Can't. Don't.
I have a warning. I have a
Don't get.
warning.
Don't get canceled.
I I have a warning for you. Christians don't cancel you. I have a warning for you.
The world cancels Christians.
Okay. I was talked to my pastor and I said, "Where do I start reading the Bible if I was going to read the Bible?" And he said, "Really, anywhere. You can start anywhere. Just pick a place in the Bible and open up the book and start reading." So I did that. So I put my fingers in the middle of the book and I opened the book up. I look at my hand, it's bleeding. First I thought it was a paper cut. I look at my hand, there is no way this is a paper cut. This is gouged. This needs stitches. I mean, my hand is really cut open wide.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. I'm just gonna pull something up.
So I looked at where I opened to. I opened to the book of Acts.
You stupid boy.
The book of Acts.
All that for a joke,
The
dude.
book of Acts.
Hold on. I gotta show you this guy. Because we were talking about Daniel Vonderberger, and he also has to do with the Yankees a little bit. If it would actually load, apparently. Oh, okay. Um, can I just please? It's not working. I can't click on it. Oh, okay. I found it. I got it. I got it. I was trying to pull up a TikTok video for anybody that was confused. All right, because I want everybody to see this TikTok video, and I want you to see it too. Now, if it would let me play it.
You see, this shit happens, and then fucking Danny Burgers goes yard. Go by. Look at the trot on my men. Look at the Vogelberger trot. Look at the burger. You see, this shit happens, and then fucking Danny Burgers goes yard. Go by. Look at the trot on my men.
You notice on his home run trot,
Look at the burger.
Yeah,
his hamstring looks just fine.
His hamstring is fine.
Just fine on that.
50 people just need to put
Michael K.
So, basically, what I'm trying to say is, this guy, he's like apparently a Yankees fan. I don't know if he's a Yankees fan or a Mets fan, but he always reacts to, like, the Yankees or the Mets, okay? And he's obviously an Italian guy, but he's funny. Like, he look, ladies
Probably
and
lives in
he
New
has
York.
another one about him. He has another one. His name is
Danny fucking Burgers hitting ropes out here.
Put that on.
Look how fast your boy is. Look at him. Look at him.
Swear word.
Runs about a 4.240. Look at him. Standing double. You ain't never
Yeah.
seen that before. Danny fucking Burgers hitting ropes out here.
Dad, you can swear on here. You can.
This old man went on a date with an
That'll
18-year-old
boost our
girl.
Christianity followers. Look at now we're at 0 again.
Dad, we've been at
Oh,
0.
we were at like 5,000
This
when I was talking.
This guy's name is Jake Botch, okay, on TikTok. He has one about. Now, the one I really want to show you is when he reacts to Anthony Rizzo. I think it's. Oh
Danny,
no, it's not that one.
This is not
It's a stupid TikTok. Ugh.
Okay, how about we talk about our pet peeves, just so they get to know us a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Now, one of my pet peeves that I see every single day when I go shopping is people that lay on their shopping cart while they push it. Now, this excludes people that are handicapped or semi-handicapped that need to lean on their. I understand completely about that. I'm talking about young, healthy people that walk and lean on their carts, like using it as a bed as they walk.
Yeah, I agree with that. But it's just honestly anybody moving really slow. Like, you know what and obviously
For
I'm
me,
not,
it's lazy people, I think.
Yeah, okay. But like have you now when you were in school, did you ever have to like move around people that were moving really slow? Like there would be like groups of people in the hallway where it would be just like 5 people and they would all be walking like and so you try to go around them, but you can't because they're blocking the whole hallway. Like it's just people moving slow, I think. But
Yeah, I don't really remember people moving slow.
it was a long time ago.
I think when I was going to school, everybody pretty much moved pretty fast because we didn't have lazy people.
Right.
They weren't invented yet. That's my generation has such good work ethic,
Right.
and yours, I don't want to say. Not gonna say.
Everybody poops on my generation anyway, okay?
You do too.
Yeah. Some people sometimes. I meant.
You poop on them quite a bit.
Yeah. I can't find this video.
Let it go.
Wait.
Who cares?
Okay, wait, I found it. Because it's funny. It's something to react to.
We're funny. We're something to react to.
Here, look.
watch this. You ever seen a Italian guy hit a ball this far? What? Forget about it. Goodbye. Watch this. You ever seen
He
it?
he apparently really likes Anthony Rizzo. He calls him like the Italian something when he goes. Oh, here, wait, here's this one.
Rizzo! Now that thing is fucking Italian, baby! Rizzo! Now that...
He's hilarious. I love this guy, but I wanted to show you these videos cuz when you mentioned the burger guy. Oh, here we go.
Let's fucking go. Yeah, that's what you get for cheating, you bastard. Walk the first. Let's fucking go. Yeah.
Dude. So, yeah, his name is Jake Botch on TikTok if anybody wanted to go to his
I'm
TikTok.
sure Jake will have our stuff on there and tell you to watch us
It's
also.
just entertainment. You can't just sit here and blah 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 blah, blah all the time. Kobe Bryant widow awarded 16 million in trial over crash photos. Do you know about that?
Yeah, I think they had a photo of his tattoo or something, and the cops were sharing it.
No.
No? Oh,
What
mm.
happened was after the crash, the cops that got there, they literally like took pictures with the corpses of Kobe to say I met Kobe pretty much, and then they shared it in their chat and were saying, they were literally just sharing photos of of them, like they took like selfies. They were like with Kobe's corpse, and they shared it, and I guess that's against the law. I mean, it's a little insensitive anyway. But have you seen the autopsy like drawing of the corpses?
No.
His whole like body is gone. Like I don't even know how they were able to identify him.
Tattoo.
A tattoo? Really?
Yeah.
Cause now I saw another TikTok video where it was like the actual autopsy drawing of Kobe, and just seeing the drawing disturbed me. Like it was like his whole half of the bottom half of his body was gone. There was like a piece of like his skull. It was his brain was gone out of his body. His brain was gone. So you just saw into the back of his skull. It wasn't real pictures, right? It was just like like the drawing
Hmm.
thing. But it was so disturbing. But also, how do you see that as a cop and not be disturbed? You know what I'm saying? That like how do you see that and you're just like, I'm gonna take a selfie?
Probably wouldn't have been my first reaction is to take a selfie with a
Yeah, that's
corpse.
what I'm saying. But also, my first reaction to having kindergartners getting shot up outside of school wouldn't be to pull up my phone and sit there and have the parent and hold the
and,
parents
and,
back.
and tackle the
Y-
parents going into the school trying to save their kids.
yeah, that probably wouldn't be my first
Yeah,
reaction either.
I don't think the cops are very proud of that moment.
I think it's corruption. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what
but
if you
okay,
were
how many
what if you were
instances?
a cop in Rochester and you see that going on? It,
I know it
it's a bad name.
sucks.
It's a bad name for all the cops. Stuff like that happens. I mean, it's 100 to 1. A hundred cops would have ran in that building to one.
So how come there was more than one cop
Yeah,
there? They
yeah.
just all didn't run it. That's what I'm saying. It was a corrupt uh department or something, because there's no way. And I feel like everybody just kind of forgets about it. Like everybody forgot about it. I feel.
I didn't forget about it. I told.
Well, I know that, but I mean, like it used to be, in the news all the time or on Twitter, like trending, like, oh, look at this guy, he's got a Punisher logo. One of the cops pulled out his phone while it was a video. I don't know if you saw it on the news, but it was like one of the cops pulled out his phone and was on his phone guarding the door outside while the kids were screaming inside getting shot. Literally, it's there's a video and they muted it because they didn't want anybody to get, triggered or whatever. But this guy pulled out his phone. He had a Punisher background on, and everybody was making fun of him because how do you like the Punisher and then do the exact opposite of what he would have done? You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody was making fun of it, because like I don't know if you know this, but the Punisher logo, you know, like the skull he has on his chest. Remember Punisher?
Yeah.
He they a lot of the cops use that as like a symbol. Like they turned one of the skull lines into a blue line to say Blue Lives Matter. You know about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the guy had the Punisher logo. The cop had the Punisher logo as his background. And everybody, that's what everybody saw when he pulled out his phone, is the Punisher logo, and people were saying how ironic it was.
Yeah. Uh, like I said, it's. I mean, I say, I've told you this. I would have ran in that building without any gear on, and they had all this protective gear and the shields and everything. I would have ran in there to try to save a kindergartner or first graders or whatever they were. Just to save them. I mean, I couldn't stand there and even listening to those kids scream and stuff and getting shot. And are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So
But that mom that ran in there anyway and got her
yeah,
kids,
the
that's
mom ran in without any protection and got her kids out of
yeah.
there, and God bless her. So
But I feel like everybody agrees on this subject, like, or should agree on this subject, but then the thing is though that what I'm saying is by making it go away, like nobody is talking about it anymore. Shouldn't there be more stuff coming out about what happened during that? You know, why did that happen? Like no, everybody just kind of like put it in the back of their minds and it's like, "Oh, that's over now. On to the next shooting." Like I don't know if it's because it happens so often now that everybody's
just
just desensitized to everything
it's just
bad
like
happening in the
it's
world,
just
but
like every other shooting. Eventually, everybody forgets about it and you move on.
yeah, I mean, but you shouldn't forget about it though. But also in that instance though, like elementary school shooters, like do you think everybody forgot about like Parkland? Like, you know what I'm saying? I There should be more information coming out about what happened during or before or after, you know, what happened. Like there should be an expose about this situation.
No, there should be law changes. There should be a
Well,
cop.
that too, but everybody, I don't know if it's because everybody's just so desensitized to like shootings and violence and everything bad happening every single day because life just gets worse. Like the world is getting worse every day. But I don't know if that's why or what. But at the same time, don't you agree that that people still should be like talking about it? Like no, really nobody's talking about it
Nothing
anymore.
ever changes. The Democrats are against guns, so they are against having a cop with a gun inside the school protecting the kids because they don't want guns. Somebody's got to stop them.
Well, as much as you say Democrats this, Democrats that, okay, don't you agree that there should just not be assault rifles being sold like
Oh,
that?
I agree with that. Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. There's
That
only
so that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's really what gun control is. It's not taking away every gun. It's just adding more restrictions to get a gun, and that's what should happen.
I agree with that 100%.
But then there's like the NRA conventions and everything where people just walk in and you can get a gun just sitting there like being resold.
But
It's
those, I agree that you should be able to buy a gun, but not an assault rifle gun,
yeah.
because there's only one reason for an assault rifle gun, and there's it's such an easy fix.
Mhm.
You have metal detectors at schools. You have just like you're walking into a courtroom.
Yeah.
You have metal detectors and you have cops there. You have security there at every single school. Guess how many shootings would be at schools? Zero.
Yeah,
But
it's just, I mean, security, enhanced security is gonna solve a lot of it, but also if there was just more restrictions on every gun and every assault rifle, especially, then there wouldn't be like mass casualties because you can't just sit there and be like, like with an assault rifle. If somebody walks in with a pistol, a few people are gonna get shot, okay? But it's just gonna be like boom, boom. It's not gonna be like, like it's so stupid. What do you think people are gonna do?
well, I don't know a lot about guns, and somebody told me that you can put a something on a regular gun to make it the same as an assault rifle. I don't know,
So then why don't you put a restriction on getting that too?
but you need to have defense. You can't sit there and let schools and churches and malls with with basically no defense. If somebody opens shooting, what do? You either run or you run toward them. You got two
Yeah,
choices. You either run toward them or you run away from them because there's not going to be anybody there for a few minutes, and even if they are there, they might not come in. Right?
exactly. That's the thing. It's like as cops you're supposed to protect and serve, and I feel like
But
all I've been seeing recently is cops doing the exact opposite of protecting and serving.
right, but it's that one incident you're talking about
Yeah,
for the
but
most part,
yeah,
and you can't, like I said, 9 out of 10 cops would have would have gave their life for those kids,
sure.
but not 10 out of 10. As long as we're talking about rules, let's talk about rule changes real quick.
I got to fart. I do. Go ahead.
They probably wouldn't have known that unless you said that.
Eek. I can't fart. I think I'm gonna shart.
So, so anyways, not to brag, but before these rules came out, they're thinking about changing baseball rules and football rules and all this. Before the first, before anything came out, any talk about it, my daughter suggested that they have electronic umpires.
That is a true statement.
It was way before they even said anything about it. She said, "Dad, they got to get electronic umpires." And I sit there every night watching the Yankee games, and not every call is against the Yankees, but there's calls that change the game both ways, and they should they should definitely. There's one umpire that has I don't even know his name. There's a black umpire in the major leagues that is really good, but he can't umpire every game. So what we need to do is we need to get that in. Um, we need to get that implemented. I do not like the 20-second rule. What do you think about the 20-second rule?
I don't like it either. Well, I didn't even really know what it was. Like, but even if they're gonna implement it or whatever, but then what about the exceptions? Like, what if something goes wrong, like something kooky happens in the game, and then it's like, oh, strike, 20 seconds, strike. It's like, it's
Uh,
stupid.
well, I think they keep control of it. Like, for example, if you throw the first, clock starts over.
Okay, explain to the audience what the 20-second rule is
For
going to
people that don't
be.
know
Yes.
what the 20-second rule is,
Yeah.
starting, I guess it's in the minor leagues now, like the Red Wings use it. In the major leagues next year, you get the pitcher gets the ball. He's got 20 seconds to throw a pitch, which seems like a lot of time actually. But a lot of times, the pitcher's, rubbing his sweat off him and rubbing the ball up, and there's a lot to baseball, and I don't agree with that rule at all. I hope it doesn't stay on, but the other rule, the electronic umpire rule, it's got to be there. I don't know if they count every inning now. I'm not sure if they count. I know in the playoffs they do, but I've since I was a little kid, I've
I
I've
farted.
I, since I was a little kid, I've thought about uh, changing that rule. Every inning should count. The team would be ahead after 3 innings, like 12-0, and then the rain would come and it would wash out the entire game. I think they should pick it up from the time they stopped at least to score at 12-0, and you play 9 innings every game. You finish every single game. I think that's the stupidest rule. You could break a record. Aaron Judge could have 60 home runs. He could hit 2 home runs in the first 4 innings of a game and have 62 on the last game of the season, and all of a sudden the rains come and it washes everything out. Nothing ever happened. I
Yeah,
think that's I think that's stupid.
it's and going back to the electronic umpire thing, a lot of people, including you, Michael K, who we called out earlier,
Second time.
second time, uh, thinks that the electronic umpire thing is stupid because the umpire being there is a part of the game and you have to like allow for human error and all of that stuff. It's I think that argument is really stupid because it's like I think everybody can admit that some pitch calls they a bad pitch call can change the rest of the game. It can cost you games. It could cost somebody a World Series. I'm sure it already has. And it's like obviously there's going to be umpires on the field still, right? Like first base umpires and third base umpires and everything like that because a robot, can't be like, he was safe. The only thing that you can do is, slow it down
Balls and
like they have.
strikes. Balls and
But
strikes.
balls and strikes, it's so simple, like it should just be a part of the game. It
It's similar to the pass interference rule in or the where you can throw the flag in football. That's where it all started, I think. You can throw the flag in football. Again, that's ridiculous because you should get up to two flags wrong before you run out. Like if you get the first one right, if you got screwed on a call and you throw the red flag and you're right, they reverse the call. The next time you're wrong, that's it. That's but only one time you were wrong. They give you two chances. They should give you two wrong chances. Same with baseball. Same with baseball. They should give you as many chances as you can protest any call you want until you're wrong. Baseball, it's only one. If you're wrong once, that's it.
but like do you know what I'm saying about the electronic umpires thing though? Like every person that is against it is like their number one argument is that oh well human error is a part of the game already. It's stupid. Also like I'm sure maybe sometimes the electronic umpires maybe maybe sometimes will make mistakes, but I don't think so. I really don't think so because they already have every game you watch has the box, has the strike box. They can see a second after the pitch has been thrown. They can look and see was that a strike or was it not a strike? And who cares if it gives a pitcher an advantage? It just means that they're a good pitcher if they're throwing strikes.
And look at Judge how, and this is a proven fact, not because I'm a Yankee fan. It's a proven fact that he has had the most blown calls on him, like below his knees.
Mhm.
They've called, and every
Cuz
time,
he's so huge.
and every time Boone, complains about it, uh, nothing ever gets done about it, and it's the same thing over and over and over. And I get as a fan, I get frustrated watching. That's why I don't watch the NBA much anymore because the calls are so ridiculous. The guys are plowing into guys. That guy from Milwaukee, that
Giannis.
Giannis, he just, I said let's put Ray Lewis out on the court and see what he does against
Yeah.
Ray Lewis because I mean he just plows guys over, and he misses half the time anyways, even after he does that. but he plows guys over to get to the basket, and it's a charge. No, it's not. It's a foul on you. What? What do you mean? I just I get I I watched the Celtics in the finals only, and I didn't watch all that series, by the way. Even though the Celtics are my team, I still didn't watch all that series because of the refereeing. But I don't watch the games on a regular basis, or if somebody else was in the finals, I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch any of the playoffs.
With the NBA, there's really no fix to it though. You know, it's just I don't really you can't get electronic referees for basketball, but it's so easy
Yeah.
with balls and strikes. That's the one thing that they could really fix. It's like
Yep.
it sucks to every other team in history that got screwed out of games and playoff games and World Series and everything just because of bad calls. Yeah, it sucks for you guys, but why does that mean that the game has to continue that way? They want the game to evolve. They want the game to get faster. The game of baseball to get so much faster, you know? So it's evolving already. So what's the problem with having a solution? It doesn't have to continue this way.
At,
It's not like robots are going to take over the earth.
at
It's just
least at
baseball.
least they can try to reverse calls now. I mean, football started first, but at least baseball can actually reverse a call now. At least they have that in their back pocket, unless the wrong once, and then they're done.
And
So
also, they have that new thing with their hats or whatever, where they
that's
can
pitchers.
communicate, right? So that's something new that has to do with electronics. Before it was all
People stealing signs. That a lot of people think that was part of the game
yeah,
too.
exactly.
Did that improve the game? Probably. Now Houston can't cheat.
Yeah.
So
So I don't understand what the big deal is. Like it's that they improved on that. That's this year, right? That's new this year. The the hat
yeah,
thing, the
yeah.
the the
The electronic.
com or whatever
Yeah,
that but so what's the difference between having an electronic umpire? I'm pretty sure they already tested out an electronic umpire,
they
right?
have in the
On
minor
the
leagues. Very successful.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to me cuz even before they were talking about this, I already said that. It's so easy to have an electronic umpire.
And on a short-term fix before they implement that, because that's probably at least next year. Hopefully, it's here by next year. But these some of these umpires that get these calls, I mean, ridiculously wrong. I mean, like 6 inches outside, inside. Um, the same umpires all the time are really, really bad. And like the players say, they don't have any consequences for it. They just continually they should not. There was a guy on Sunday night a couple weeks ago, and he was so bad. I mean, he should not be allowed to ever go behind the plate again. I know it's unfair to the other umpires that are on the field because it's nobody wants to umpire behind the plate. It's so much easier umpiring the bases for them, but you can't. You just got to either get rid of these guys or say, look, your rating is too bad. You can't do it no
It's
more.
just like any other job. If your performance is not where it needs to be, you're going to
You're
get
gone.
fired.
You're gone.
Like it should be like that, but it's not. So, and sure, there's bad calls in every sport. You know, you see it every day in football, probably. You, but at the same time, there's a fix to this, and they're not implementing the fix, just because some people say, oh well, it's actually a part of the game, and we don't need that. We need real people. Like why?
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Except an electronic umpire. They're perfect probably.
They're pretty close, and they're a lot way better than
And,
regular
and it
umpires.
doesn't mean if people are complaining about it being such a big deal that they you know whatever about the electronic umpires, there's still gonna be umpires on the field. Like I
Still got to
just
be a home
said.
plate umpire. They got to
That
call
that's what I'm
out and
saying.
safe at home.
So if
They
you
got to
get
call check
if
swings.
you're gonna miss all these bad calls or whatever, I'm sure there's still gonna be bad safe calls or
Just like
out calls.
there's still bad calls in the NFL,
Exactly.
but at least there's not as many as there used to be.
Yeah. Right.
Like that pass interference call in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
right?
Or Tom Brady's what was that? This fumble in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was the playoffs. That was against Oakland.
Oh, well, that they wouldn't have if it was today's rules. If it was today's rules, the Patriots probably wouldn't have won that game.
You're wrong because there's one rule that's the same today as it was years ago.
Oh, I know
It's
what it
called
is.
the
Tom
Tom Brady
Brady.
rule, right?
If Tom Brady's on the field, everything goes in his direction. They like the NFL literally made a whole documentary already honoring Tom Brady. And what on the top 100 players of all time or whatever? What was it? Last year cuz it was like
Well, just for last year.
well, no. It wasn't just for last year. It was like of all time. Because last
Well,
year it was like some anniversary of the NFL or something. So they had like the top 100 of everybody. And, uh, and coaches were on there too. Coaches were on there too. So Bill Belichick was up there. And Tom Brady, I think, was like, he was in the top 5 of all time. For the, and this is like the NFL, the official NFL. You cannot tell me that there's not bias there. They know that there's like a whole army of Tom Brady fans, okay, that are gonna tune in to the NFL just for him.
I'll tell you the problem with fans. Fans go by bottom line. Tommy says, "Who's the best? Here, look at my rings. Look at all the rings I got."
Yeah, yeah, but you know that's wrong.
I
It's
know
a
that
team game. It's not a player game.
that's correct.
It
That's the difference.
exactly. If I had Bill Belichick as a coach and I had Gronk next to me and Julian Edelman next to me and a top all-star offensive line that goes to the Pro Bowl every year, yeah, I think I could be a decent quarterback too. Put you put Joe Flacco in that position and he would have won like at least 10 more rings than Tom Brady won. Couldn't beat Eli Manning. Brady. Couldn't beat Flacco.
Obviously,
Brady.
obviously, Du is a huge Tom Brady fan. Do not say anything against Tom Brady.
Also, did you see how he's not showing up? He didn't show up for camp at all?
No, he showed up. He just left.
No, he wasn't showing up for a while and then so people fans came up with the theory that he was not showing up because he was filming for that show, The Masked Singer. You know that show, The Masked
Oh
Singer?
yeah.
People thought that he was a star. He was like guest starring on that show, and he was filming for that. So that's why he wasn't coming to camp, right? And then he made a statement, a formal statement about it, where he was just like, "I was just dealing with some personal issues." But then some people found out that he was really just on vacation. He was really just on a vacation while every other player was working their butt off at camp. But Tom Brady gets to go on vacation. And I don't know who it was, but some player on Twitter, some current NFL player on Twitter, uh, said like that's not fair. That he get that if it was any other player, they would have been like, why aren't you showing up at camp? Tom Brady, pass, free pass. You can go on a week vacation to Costa Rica with Giselle and nobody will say anything. He's such a. I hate him. I.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can. I can say whatever. That's free speech. It's a free country. I can say whatever I want to say. You
Anyway,
hate him too. You know that.
anyways, that's a little sneak preview of the
Wait,
do. What?
we're not done.
Why?
Because I want to show you something else.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, do you remember One Direction?
Yeah.
Okay. So, he called it New Direction. You called it New Direction when they were
New
together.
direction.
Now, I don't know if you even know this, But years ago, they broke up, the group.
Okay.
And there's probably the most popular person in the group.
Mhm.
His name is Harry Styles.
Mhm.
Have you heard of him?
I heard the name.
Right. Okay, so he makes his own music now, right?
Yeah.
Like most of the guys do. They all, it's like a downgrade version of the Beatles.
Yeah, really down.
Yeah, no, it's not even compare. I never liked One Direction. I don't like any of the solo artists, but I'm just saying they all split up and made their own
Right.
music.
Right.
Okay. Harry Styles is by far the most successful out of all of them.
Okay.
And so he's like a worldwide phenomenon right now, okay? And he has been for a
Okay.
while.
Okay.
Um and he has probably his fan base is like teenage girls still, you know. But I want to show you uh this. Now, you know the Rolling Stones Rolling not the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stone like the magazine, right?
Yeah.
Um No, hold on, cause I won't come up. This is the cover that I want, but it's not the full one. Hold on. Uh, Harry Styles. Let's see if this will pop up. Oh, not that he has so many Rolling Stone covers. These are all not the one I'm talking about. Um, are you serious? It's not even coming up here. Oh, here we go. Maybe this will show it. Nope. See, this is it's I have it I have the actual photo on my phone, but I don't know. I guess I'll just show it to the camera, even though that's not what I wanted to do. But okay, it's really important because it's ridiculous. All right. So here's the cover. First of all,
Mhm.
all right. Can they see it?
Yeah.
Not really.
Well,
It's
maybe.
see. This is why I want it on the
Ah, we have
screen.
one viewer. Yes.
It's probably me.
We're not getting shut out.
I can't. Okay, where is this? Hold on. Maybe it's on Twitter. Cause alright, you talk about stuff while I look this up. You talk about stuff.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a little story. It happened yesterday, and yeah, I don't even think you know this.
Okay.
I went to get gas yesterday. This is just to show you how observant I am. I went to get gas yesterday. I went in and gave the guy $60. Came out, all fit in the tank. So I get in my car. I start to leave. My car stalls out.
What?
My car
Is this
stalls out.
real?
Yeah, this is real. This has really happened.
Oh.
My car stalls out. So we start my car. So I get home.
Sorry, there's a
My wife pulls in about 2 minutes after me. She comes up to me and says, I was at the same gas station you were just at. She parked next to me, stood there and watched me fill my tank up, and I left without even observing that she was even there. True story.
Wait, that happened yesterday?
Yes. Yes, after work.
That's real? That really
Yeah, I
happened?
swear to God. Yeah, it happened.
Okay. So here's a that's a collection of his Rolling Stone. Here, this is what I'm talking about. All right. Here. All right. Let me share the screen with them. Okay. So this is are you serious right now?
That's All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah, I see that. All right. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Stop. All right. Okay. So this is the Rolling Stone UK posted this.
Mhm.
So that's like their official account.
Mhm.
And they announced this cover shoot with Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Everybody read what it says. How the new king of pop set the music world aflame. The what? The what?
Everybody knows the king of pop is Coca-Cola.
Okay, but is this not ridiculous?
Yeah. Yeah.
This literally I saw this and I went into a rant for like 2 hours. I like I'm sorry. Harry Styles, this man has not come out with a good song like ever. Like in your life, bro. How dare you? How dare you? Also, his fans are annoying. If you don't know this, he pretty much like pretends to be gay sometimes. Like he's not really gay, but he tries to reach his gay audience. So he pretends to be gay, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things wrong with this man. Also, how dare you say that you're the new king of pop when do you know how he started? Do you know how Harry Styles started? He went on the X Factor, the show, Simon Cowell. He went on the X Factor and auditioned as a solo artist. Simon Cowell said he was not good enough to be on his own, so he put him in a group with all these other contestants, and that group became One Direction. That's how One Direction started. That's how Harry Styles started. So how do you think he's the new king of pop if Simon Cowell said that he was not good enough to be on his own and then put him in a group? Could you have called Harry Styles a veteran in the music business by the time he was 12 years old? I don't think so. Could you have like this man probably the only person, the people in the world that really know who Harry Styles is like teenage girls. His army of teenage girls that he has behind him. Michael Jackson hit every single like generation. You know what I'm saying? Every single generation. It's not even
No, it's not even. It's like the Beatles. It's a different universe. Bet- Between Michael Jackson and the next best solo artist, it's different universe.
it just bothers me.
But you can't blame him. You can't blame anybody but whoever wrote the story.
No, but I think he wants to call himself the new king of pop.
Does he?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, look at him. He knows what he did. He's just I feel like Harry Styles, I'm just a Harry Styles hater, okay? But I feel like Harry Styles is like full of himself. Like he comes out with all these music videos and stuff which is basically just him like on a beach.
You don't like guys that are full of themselves,
Yes. Which is
like
why I don't like Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady.
Um but also he like you are not a pop culture phenomenon. You are not. You're not a phenomenon, bro.
I can't even agree or disagree because I don't. I mean, you can't compare him to Michael Jackson. That's for sure.
That's what is
So that
happening though. The
so
new king of pop? How could
well,
you even say that he's a new king of pop? That's what I'm saying. Everybody, especially recently, I feel like everybody's trying to wipe Michael Jackson off the planet. Like it's everything. Literally, we saw the news today, and the first thing that popped up was lady scared of Michael Jackson. And then they were like, "Oh, it's his face. It's his face." It was Thriller. The
well,
music video was
yeah.
scary. It's so stupid. Like this man is literally dead, and they're still stomping on his grave.
Well, Michael Jackson probably makes more money than Harry Styles does this year, like being dead. So
Yeah, his estate. Rest in peace. If you can't tell, I like Michael Jackson. People, I and honestly, we could do like a whole like episode about Michael Jackson just reacting of like Leaving Neverland, that documentary where it was literally just people basically lying about the alligator. You remember that documentary that
Yeah.
came out and was like everybody was like cancel Michael Jackson, and then yeah,
Again, people that don't know,
anything really about him.
people that don't know will just say he was a predator because that's what everybody says. He was a predator. But if you
It's like,
look
are you
into it a little closer,
this just set me off. How the new king of pop, like you obviously know who you're talking about there. You know what I'm saying? You know. And this is Taj Jackson. There is no new king of pop. You don't own the title, Rolling Stone, and you didn't earn it. My uncle did. Decades of dedication and sacrifice. The title has been retired. No disrespect to Harry Styles. He's mega talented. Give him his own unique title.
good. Well said.
By
Well
Michael
said.
Jackson's nephew, everybody. But anyway, I really do not like Harry Styles at all, and I'm waiting for somebody like cancel culture to come and just take him out somehow. He won't. He won't get canceled. He won't.
I hope nobody gets canceled
I
ever.
hope he gets canceled.
I hope nobody gets canceled because it's just stupid. Anyways, um, let's introduce our show for next week. Our show for next week will be the day before our draft. Will be Wednesday night. Our draft is on Thursday. So we are
Fantasy
going
draft.
a fantasy football draft. I'm talking about. So we're going to go over our top players who we like. Hopefully, none of the teams we're playing against are watching
I
watching
don't
the
think
tape.
they know about
Uh,
it.
I don't know. We might catch on fire before next week. Who knows? You know.
Catch on fire? I hope not. We just got done talking about Michael Jackson. You're talking about catching on fire.
Well, if I shave my head, I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
So we'll be on next week, and we will get our list together for you for your preparation for your fantasy football draft. Don't want to brag about our record, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. We technically could live stream the actual draft. I think that would maybe be an invasion of privacy of the other people, maybe, if
How
they
are we
don't.
gonna draft? How are we gonna draft from here?
My laptop.
Oh, well, we might be able to do that for Thursday. No promises. Wednesday, you'll get your draft preview from Do and Da.
Yeah. And nobody will probably respond. But if people, if if people do want to see us live stream the actual draft, and then after the whole draft is over, it will give us like the draft grade. You know how it does that, where it's like A plus,
Oh,
B plus. We always get the worst
we
draft
always get
grade.
like C pluses, and we always win first.
Yeah, and that way we could also show off our Yahoo Fantasy record, because I would say we are up there.
What is it? Is it bronze or
No,
what is
we
it?
were platinum for a long
Platinum.
time. Yeah.
Platinum. Yeah,
I think we still are platinum.
I think
I
so.
think isn't that the highest?
Yeah.
There's yeah. So and we'll show our record on there too. I haven't been on Yahoo Sports in a long time though. Like I haven't been on our account.
Yeah. Well, we haven't been on since last year, right?
Yeah.
The end of football season.
Mother Tuckers. That's our name. Am I not allowed to say that either?
No, that's a good. No,
Okay.
that's a good name. I like that name. So we will see you next Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Same bat time. Same
No, earlier bat time.
earlier bat time.
Same
Same bat.
channel.
Okay, so everybody say bye. Bye.